We're here at the Regal Transit because we just saw Alita, Battle Angel.
Yes.
I'm Dave.
I'm Josh.
And we are in a lot because
we are a lot of critics.
Josh, did you like this movie?
Yes. I'll say very solid B for this movie. I think if you've watched the trailers and you're excited about this movie, you won't be disappointed because I think what you see is what you get. And for me, that's a B, very solid. Dave, what do you think?
This is my VHS copy of Battle Angel Alita that I have had since 1993. Yes, I liked it. I was very happy. I was very, very pleased with it.
So most of you who are watching, Rotten Tomatoes or whatever and keeping tabs on the critics, it's been bouncing all week. We've been keeping tabs into the late 50s, early 60s, and I'd say critics are probably on par with this. What do you think, Dave? Do they agree?
It's a solid, like you said, a B, like a very solid effort, and I've been watching, I wanted it to be a tomato. I wanted it to be a positive, and it topped right out at just over 60%.
Yeah.
I think that's very fair because, as you've mentioned, it's not a movie for everybody, but for the people who like it, they're going to like it.
Yeah. Director and producer on this, both big pieces, because this has been James Cameron's baby forever, and then Robert Rodriguez, director. Who do you think made a bigger impact on this movie, and who did you like from this movie?
It's a really interesting mix because I feel like it was almost equal parts influence. Cameron has owned the rights to this for decades, and this has been something he's been talking about making for a long time. It's his baby. It's something that he clearly cares about, and he entrusted that to Rodriguez. And there probably isn't anyone else who could have done as good of a job as he did. He really realized Cameron's vision. It was a joint thing that they both really, you could feel the influence from both of them.
Like you said, it's a combination of the two of them, and maybe that's this movie's biggest downfall. It's very solid, and they both give their all. You could really see all the elements that Rodriguez brings and all of the elements that Cameron brings, and you could see the passion is there. They're really trying to push out this anime classic and make it work.
Rosa Salazar, Alita, it's fantastic.
Yes.
As I said in the beginning, I love this character. I have been following this character. I've read the comics. That the original anime was hugely influential on my tastes and the things that I like. So seeing her in live action, perfectly realizing the character, perfectly giving her the emotions and just the intensity, that was great. She was far and above.
It was beautiful. Yeah.
But then,
it was somewhat of an all-star cast. Jennifer Connelly, Christoph
big names.
Waltz. Yeah, very meh.
Yeah.
Besides her.
Yep.
Junkie XL, who many of you, like Dave, loves him in Mad Max and Batman vs. Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible mix with Hans Zimmer. Here he is on his own, and I thought it was solid. It was nothing extraordinary, but it was very solid, and it fit the bill, especially for motorball scenes that you may have seen in the previews. He kind of brings his mega beats, his big tones, and really hits a chord. Overall, solid.
I'm so happy to see a good anime adaptation. I love anime. It's a huge part of my life. And I've seen a lot of bad adaptations. I've seen a lot of really just mediocre attempts to bring it to the big screen. This was great. It wasn't perfect, but it was so solid. And compared to what we've had in the past, that's huge. It's really huge. This could open the door for so much. And I really want to see a sequel. I really would love to see more of this.
Do it!
It's a great launching point. It was fun. It had action. It gave you what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
The fights were good. The choreography was great. And they clearly understand the source material. There were Easter eggs, and there were little nods, and there was all sorts of stuff that they got right. There was stuff I didn't think they were going to put in there. They put it in there. And I was like, hey, nice. Okay. They get it. They clearly love the character. They clearly love this world. And for me, the biggest positive out of all of this is that people who love Alita made this Alita movie.
All the positive points you touched on, I completely agree with all of it. Like action and the sci-fi, the launching of cyberpunk. Yes, but with the positives, we also have negatives. And for me, one of the biggest ones that we touched on a little bit already was the producer-director aspect, where this movie didn't fully give you what maybe Rodriguez could have fully given us, or what Cameron may have held back from. I don't know. There were a lot of edits that happened. This movie was supposed to come out last July. Here it is, coming out in February. So, what happened? Not being the diehard anime fan like you, I wanted something to walk away with in this movie to be like, oh, I love that guy. I love this. I love that. Alita, solid. Everybody else, you didn't care, or for me, I didn't care if somebody was gonna, die at some point in this movie where I'm like, oh, okay, all right, you're all right, whatever. But, aside from Alita, I think characters in this movie and maybe part of the storytelling just didn't have enough draw for an outsider like myself. Who do you recommend this to then?
I recommend it to all my fellow anime nerds out there, all the weebs. Go, give them your money, okay? Please support this. It's gonna be okay, because if this does well, then when they make an Evangelion movie, they're gonna get a big director. When they make Akira, they're gonna get a big director, and then they'll be fine. They're gonna make those movies one way or another, but if this does good, then maybe they'll actually be good too. As a non-anime fan, who do you recommend it to?
Well, piggybacking on that, go see it for the anime fans, because, like hearing about like how dull Ghost in the Shell was and how they've missed on a couple already, Cyberpunk and stuff like this is on its last legs, and this may give us the Matrix renaissance that we once had, and just, starting to churn out stuff that isn't a superhero movie.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. It's fun. It's, it's exciting. So non-fans of anime still see it for the action and the visuals and the potential that this has as a possible franchise. That's why I'm like, sequel, get it done. People come and see this movie so we can get a sequel, because I want to see more, and I want to see this reach its full potential.
Thank you for watching. As always, we love that you check out our channel, and we appreciate every like, every subscribe,
every comment,
and we will respond to you.
Yes. We'll see you next time
on a lot of critics.
Yeah.